Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Brewed Thoughts podcast. This is German coming to you on this beautiful day where we're going to talk about baseball. And Harry's here as always,
Baseball.
and we're going to hit on a few things we got planned. I'm gonna start off the bat. A few weeks ago, you said there won't be more than 5 no hitters.
You're lucky this is your show. I'm gonna let you speak. Go
I
ahead.
said, "What do you mean you're gonna let me speak?" That's what happened. You said there won't be more than 5 this year.
We could have opened up. We could have opened up with something else.
I said there is gonna be more than 5, or at least 5. We're
Yeah.
up to 4.
Hmm.
We had my guy Wade Miley.
Yeah.
When we got off the air last week, he says, "You know what, German? I got you. Here's one more for you." So he gave us 4. Depending on how you feel about the Baumgartner stuff we talked about last week, you can argue I have 4.5.
It's 4.
Well, I'll say 4 just so that you don't get a heart attack. But that's where we're at. We're at 4. Am I gonna
Yeah.
get another one? Are you gonna lose? Are you gonna concede?
I hope I lose. I really do. Like I said in the last podcast, I love watching no hitters. It's good watch. It's good TV to watch. I
Yeah.
want one on prime time though. I want to watch one on prime time. Usually everything's during the day when people are working or people are doing their daily routines. I want one on prime time. I don't think nothing's. I think Musgrove maybe was on prime time. Everything not prime time, but you know
Yeah.
it was late in the evening. But I
Yeah.
think everything else was during the day. Yeah. Nah. Hopefully we get to 5. Hopefully, I really do. And I
Yeah.
hope the Angels are get out of last place and we can be like even, instead of hey, I predicted 5 no hitters. La 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 la.
Hey,
I'm gonna hear that to the end of the day.
you would be taking your victory lap if this was you.
I
So,
would. Actually, I would.
that's
I
that's
would. I would.
that's where we're at. The interesting thing on the no hitters is it's been the Indians twice, which
Yeah.
we knew going in the Indians were not going to be good, so it's no surprise that they've gotten twice, and it's the AL West twice with the
Yeah.
Mariners and the Rangers. So
Rangers.
that's interesting. It probably means absolutely nothing,
Nothing.
but it's interesting to as one of to be an annoying sports person where you're throwing out random stats. So
Yeah.
there's your random useless stat of the day.
So there's been 2 a month.
Indians twice.
So we're gonna get another 2 in June.
I
There
hope
was 2.
not. I mean, look. Well, yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
There's been 2 in April. There's been 2 in May. Hey, who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. So
But
in
yeah, no
June,
hitters don't speak.
in June,
No
I'll
hitters
win.
don't. No hitters don't mean nothing. I remember the best teams getting no hit before. Like the best teams, people that won the World Series
What are
getting no
you
hit.
talking about?
I've seen it before.
No, I know, but it means something for the guy.
No,
Does
I
it
know
does it
that, but I'm
mean
saying
that
it doesn't
like
mean
you're not gonna win? No, of course not. But
it
it's
doesn't
something
mean
that's
it doesn't
cool.
mean nothing for that team.
Yeah, but it's
For
cool.
that
It's a cool
for
thing.
that team for that team that got no hit.
I'll tell you what. It's a better the most useless stat in sports, the most useless achievement in sports is
Yeah,
a triple double.
yeah.
A no hitter is actually super cool because you did something. You shut
It's like a
down
quadruple
the
double.
entire team. Where triple double is like, who cares? Russell Westbrook. I don't mean to turn this into an NBA pod, but
Yeah,
Russell Westbrook is getting praised for all his triple doubles. So what? What has Westbrook done? But
but that's an individual game though. This is a team game, which is
yeah, but
different.
a no hitter is really cool. Does it mean something in terms of who wins the title? Of course not.
No, absolutely
It's,
not.
it's really cool. It's a really cool.
I enjoy them. Like I said, I hope I win. I hope you win. Sorry, I hope you win.
Yeah.
Because I want to see more. I want to see more. It's great for baseball. It's great things too. Great to watch on TV, and hopefully none of those games are blacked out.
Yeah, which I mean that's they will if you're in those areas.
in those zones. Yeah.
Let's go to DeGrom. DeGrom
Yeah.
has been battling the injury bug.
Yeah.
It's what his elbow, right? That's
Yeah.
where the problem's at. This is always scary because this always ends with Tommy John, and I saw this with Chris Sale last year, and no, the year before that. And so
Yeah.
once a pitcher starts complaining about feeling stuff in his elbow and
That tingling feeling.
yeah, the tingling feeling, it's never a good sign, which sucks because the Grom is one of the best, and I think this would probably move him into a different stage of his career, right? Like if he goes through with Tommy John
Yeah.
surgery.
But the recent, it was elbow early on, but the recent one, what they're saying is the right side. So it could
Yeah,
be anything. I don't think they want to say where,
right.
because it could easily be here. It could easily be
Hmm.
right in the abdomen or like the chest area. If you know you're pitching, you're using that part of the body. Uh, yeah, that could be hurting. It's still if it's an elbow, it's a game changer. If he has to do Tom and John, it's a game changer. But other than that, I don't think. I think for now they just take your time with them. Take your time with them. They're not gonna win. Then they're not gonna win the World Series.
They're your
They're gonna make
background.
the. Yeah, they're not gonna win the
They
World
made it. They made
Series.
it to Harry's background.
Yeah, they made it to my background. No, they're a contending team. I'll give it to them. And I just don't see them getting past the Dodgers yet, or the Padres, or any of those. Atlanta, I don't see them getting past them yet. I said in 2 years. I said which next year. I would just keep it slow, keep it smooth. Let them get through this injury.
Yeah,
It's an investment. And
it is.
yeah, it's an investment. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna doubt myself.
Yeah. Hopefully he's okay, and hopefully we're able to enjoy him this year because it'd be a shame if he had to miss more time.
It sucks that all these injuries are happening. It
Mhm.
just, and like I keep saying, it's like I don't know where it's coming from, and it sucks for the game. And people are keep blaming the 2020 season for this, and I don't see anything to blame. You're a professional. You're gonna stay loose. You're gonna stay working. It's hard to get up here. Why are you gonna stop working when you're up? You know,
Not only
all
that,
those
but baseball had a regular like time
spring
off.
training.
Like nothing changed for them. Their schedule didn't alter. The season last season got pushed up, but this season started just like any other season. So
You had a spring training. You
that
had everything
argument,
going.
yeah, that argument is weird. It's weird that they would make that argument
With
for the
Dustin May
Yankees.
went down last week, and he's out.
He's out for the year, right?
He's out for the year. Out
Yeah,
for the year. Maybe mid next year. I would
yeah,
say maybe by the All-Star break next year.
yeah,
It's a while. He really did mess up his elbow.
yeah.
That guy, yeah. But I just think they should hold him off. The team is playing great. The Mets are playing some great ball, like we said earlier in the podcast. Early on in the season podcast, sorry. Uh, I just hold them out. Just hold them out. Let's wait. Let's be patient on it. They're winning, so winning fixes everything. So let's
Yeah.
let's not get too crazy, and let's bring him back right now. Let's bring him back next week, or let's bring him back too soon. You bring him up too soon, he gets hurt, and that's it. You're done.
Yeah, and it's only May,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we got plenty of time. Some other injury stuff. The Padres, coronavirus central. Tatis is out,
and the Yankees
coronavirus.
too.
Will Myers is out with the coronavirus. Some of the Yankees are out with the coronavirus. So we see that as the world, at least here in America, is starting to open up again. The virus is still keeping guys out. So hopefully they're able to
Yeah,
come back in the next few weeks or so. As
and it's crazy. It's California, the California team, and a New York team,
mhm,
which that was pretty much
the
the
epicenter.
the epicenter of both when they first started. I don't think it's gonna go anything more than that. they're getting the vaccine and all that good stuff that's going on right now with the corona and trying to get rid of it.
Yeah.
But the Padres going to fall more. Maybe they might lose some games. The Yankees doesn't seem like it because the Yankees, I think, didn't lose any key players. It was just coaches and like staff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that should be. They should be fine, and they should be back fairly soon. And so, as we move on, you're going to the Dodger game tonight.
Yes, sir.
Dodgers are hosting the Seattle Mariners.
And I didn't know this beforehand, so you just told me actually today.
Yeah.
Or yesterday when we were doing the rundown.
And so their top prospect and one of the hottest prospects in all of baseball. This guy, they're saying that this guy's not just a 5-tool player, a super 5-tool player.
5-tool player
is what I've heard. And I was like, wow, a super 5-tool player. That's
rare to see.
That's super high praise for a Jared Kelenic. So he makes his debut today for the Mariners. Hopefully he does well. Hopefully he succeeds. Nothing is better than young players coming in and succeeding. And obviously for Seattle, a team that hasn't suffered much because their team has sucked for a long time. So it's hard to say that they've suffered.
Yeah.
They've been rooting for a miserable, boring team for a long time. So hopefully Jared Kelenic is able to offer some lightning into that team, into that city, because they definitely need it.
Need it. Did I ever tell you I was at Trout's debut?
So was I.
Yeah.
Yeah, so was I. That was really cool.
I was there at Trout's debut. I was like, damn, this guy's gonna be a stud. This guy, dude.
Yeah, I
never go to games like, oh my god, this guy's gonna be good. But you can tell something was special about that guy.
Mm-hmm.
You can just tell. You see he walked around, the way he played catch, the way he was throwing the ball. I was like, okay, this guy's gonna be something. I'm gonna be sitting today third base side, so I'll probably see a little bit, not too much, not right behind him.
Yeah.
Because I think he's gonna be at center field today. I'm mistaken. Center field area. So I probably won't get to see too much out of him, like up close and personal, because I'm gonna be on the Dodger third base side, not the away side. So I won't be able to see like his mannerisms going back in the dugout or things like that. Yeah. Because that comes a long way too. Like, hey, you miss a ball and you come back to the dugout. You're like, the great ones just come back and like nothing happened. The ones that are like, okay, we're gonna go back. It's like, we just dropped the ball. Like they're always looking back and saying like, oh, are they gonna send me back? They're gonna send me back just because I did that.
Yeah.
Like, and then the great ones are just like, okay, whatever. Like,
I belong here.
I'll go hit a home run and they'll get over it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll check him out. He's been hot. He was hitting what 400, 440, I think it was in the AAA in the first 5 games. Spring training, he came tearing it up. I watched a couple of games before they played the Dodgers a few times, so we got to see him there. I'm excited. I'm excited to see him. I'm excited to see a new body come into the major leagues. I just hope he stays here. I just hope. He comes in and does some great things and stays here instead of going back and then setting back his timeline.
Yeah,
because we all see.
I hope he is a super 5-tool player.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know, it's kind of crazy to call somebody that, but
a perfect night for me would be him hitting for the cycle and Dodgers winning. That'd be a perfect night.
Or he hits for the cycle and the Dodgers get no hit.
Nah, man.
You watch a no hitter. Look.
That was funny for like a couple of seconds.
You get to watch the 5th no hitter. You get to watch one live in person. Evening game, which is what you want.
Prime time.
And Jared,
you know what I mean by prime time, right?
Yeah, it's on TV, national TV,
like ESPN, like a Fox.
Okay, yeah, I don't think this one's gonna be.
No, this game is not gonna be
on ESPN.
It's gonna.
Going down south, the 5, we have the Angels. Your Los Angeles Angels, last place
Yes.
Angels in the West. But that's not what I want to talk about. Pujols. He
Yeah.
got crazy with Madden Joe Madden last week, and the
Yeah.
Angels cut him. And he's gotten a lot of support, both from Angel players from around the league. Mike Trout.
Who
Mike
told
Trout
you about
came.
that? Who
What do you mean?
who
Who?
told you? Who told you about him getting crazy with
Right,
management?
right.
This
But
guy.
but then
Before it leaked.
but then you had Mike Trout come in support of him. You had Nolan Arenado do
Yeah.
his like "I love you," you're my favorite player type of thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, this eventually will blow over, but this made me think: are we gonna get to the point where the Angels are gonna force Mike Trout's hand?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think
He didn't go when they're bad, and yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Okay. I'm just
He's
saying
not going.
because if Mike Trout was an NBA player,
If I was Mike Trout agent, I would have said, "Hey, go to the Yankees or go to the Dodgers."
what are the
We
Red
would
Sox?
never sign. We never would have signed that long-term contract over here.
Yeah,
If I were the Yankees, yeah, it's
I
just,
just think there's gonna come a time if Mike Trout cares about winning, which I think is the biggest question. If he
yeah.
truly cares about winning, there's gonna have to be a time where he comes to management and says, "Hey, I want out."
What does he care about winning?
Well, that's the question. I don't know.
There's people. There's people that say they want to win. They're here to win, and there's
Yeah,
people that want to win. Michael
exactly.
Jordan wanted to win.
Yeah.
Kobe wanted to win. Trevor Bauer wanted to win.
Hmm.
He came to here.
And then there's guys like Carmelo who think they want to win, but they're all
Yeah,
about the money. Yeah.
they're about the money. Well, what's his name? Arenado. Arenado. The first half of his contract, it was like, yeah, I'll stay with the Rockies. They're gonna win. La 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 la. Look what happened.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
We
There's another guy that signed a long-term contract named Jack.
we need to start a campaign where a free Mike Trout campaign. Free him out of Anaheim.
I think he's in the right place for the right thing, right reasons.
What?
Like thinking about as a player, you're in the OC. Just think about it. I'm not saying it's everything's a fact because
LA's
none
nice
of
here.
that's happening. None of that's happening. I'm not saying nothing's happening. I'm saying there's a bunch of opportunity that's not happening. That's kind of what I mean. You live in the OC. Everybody cares about you.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the fans love, well, whoever roots for the Angels. They say they love Mike Trout.
They don't.
Um, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In theory, like everything he thought was in his head. Like, okay, cool, this is my team. Blah, blah, blah. It's not his team. It's the owner's team. The owner takes home all the money. There's nothing going to Mike Trout. Like you should have a statue of that guy right now out there. Like just love the guy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody touches Mike Trout or Mike Trout pulling out the Kobe, saying you better get me players. I'm leaving.
But that's what I mean. I just
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but is he a winner or is he just want to say he's
yeah,
a winner?
and that's the thing that we don't know. I think we want to believe that he's a winner. But it is starting to get scary because we have never seen it.
It's like Mookie Betts.
Yeah.
Is he a winner?
Of course he is.
2 rings, right? 2 rings?
Of course he is, yeah.
2 rings. He signed a long-term contract with somebody. He saw potential. He saw an organization that's committed to winning, an organization which the Red Sox were at some point, but they're in that rebuilding mode. The Dodgers rebuilding mode means one guy comes out, one guy comes out. There's no it's a different organizational structure from any other major.
I think with Mookie Betts is about it's difficult to use him because he has been in 2 great baseball situations.
Yeah.
He's been because even the Red Sox are rebuilding, but they're first place. They're going to be aggressive this offseason in free agency. They're not going to win the title, but they're competitive.
I didn't mean that. I didn't. Sorry, I opened up a can of worms with you. But they're
What
in
do you
first
mean?
place. We'll say at the end of the year. But in theory.
No, but I'm saying like Mookie Betts has never had to go through a situation where his ownership, the general manager, doesn't care about winning. He's never had to go through that. He's always known that I'm going to show up to spring training, and the guys who are in charge of fielding the team are going to give us the best opportunity to win.
But how long was he in the Red Sox? I don't have it in the back of my mind.
I mean, he was there a really long time. He was
through the losing seasons, right? Because you guys had a few losing seasons.
But even the losing seasons, you had David Ortiz and you had guys there that would help you compete. It was just different things. You know, baseball is very complicated in terms of who's successful and who isn't.
Yeah.
But but I think it's no. You don't go to the Red Sox thinking, yeah, these guys don't care. You go to the Red Sox because you know eventually these guys are going to spend money. These guys are going to be in conversation for all the free agency. The guy I'm thinking of is Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper.
That's what I was thinking about.
Who was in the Nationals? The Nationals who
that's what I was thinking about.
Started to make moves. They started to get their act together. He was a guy who didn't care about winning because he left.
But I don't know how to put it.
Just put it.
The Nationals were built to win.
Yeah.
I hate to use this type of word, but he was a cancer in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
I think he needed to go.
Yeah.
No matter what, he's one of the best players in baseball. That guy needed to go.
Yeah.
Because as you saw, once he left, that team won the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know about caring about winning. I think he cares more about himself.
No, but that's what I mean. He showed that he didn't care about winning.
Yeah, he cares more about himself, but he supposedly wants to win.
No, but that move showed you everything.
Because the Phillies were supposed to win.
Right.
The Phillies are supposed to win. The Phillies are supposed to be the guys contending against the Dodgers, but they're not.
Right.
So I think it's more of a like me than anything with him. Because there was an offer put to the table for him for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was over $43 million each year for 3 years.
It was the Dodgers. It was like the Trevor Bauer deal.
It was similar to the Trevor Bauer deal.
Yeah.
And he said no.
Mm-hmm.
So that tells me, anybody that tells me that any short-term deals and they want a long-term deal, that means they don't trust themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That means they don't trust themselves and they know that I just want to get the money. I don't give a crap about whatever happens. I just want to take my money and go home.
Mm-hmm.
If I win one chip, cool. If I don't, I care about my legacy. That's it. Who cares about anything else? And that's how I see Bryce Harper. I used to be a fan of Bryce Harper. Now I could care less about the guy.
No, but that's what I think right now. Mike Trout, we don't know whether he's not. I mean, he's obviously a good teammate. He's not like Bryce Harper in that standpoint, but we don't know if he cares about winning or if he cares about himself. Because you could be in a losing situation and not care about yourself. Mike Trout, if Mike Trout never plays for another baseball team, if Mike Trout retires with the Angels, we might be like, yeah, it would have been cool had he played in the playoffs, but everyone would be like, well, yeah, he's the best baseball player ever.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing where with him, I love Mike Trout. I just don't know if he has that competitive to win. Because he's going to be successful, and baseball is one of those sports where, you know, A-Rod won all those MVPs with those terrible Rangers teams.
Yeah,
you could.
He went to the Yankees, and
so I don't know. I don't know if he's about winning as much as we want him to be.
He reminds me a little bit of Barry Bonds. I think his career's reminded me a little bit of Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
He's one of the best out there.
Except
No taking away.
he's not a jerk.
No. I'm just talking about on field. I don't everything else. It's on record, whatever, and it's been known I don't like Barry Bonds.
Right.
I respect that, but I think he just reminds me of that. He just reminds me of like his own business. He got his money. Like if he wins, he wins. If he doesn't, he doesn't. He's quiet about it. He's never demanding of the GM like, hey, give me some players. Barry Bonds never did that.
No.
Barry Bonds always thought he can carry the team. If he carries a team, he'll get there. He kind of carried him in when they lost to the Angels in 2002. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, but that Giants team was solid. JT Snow was in the best.
I'm saying he kind of carried him.
Yeah, but he had a good supporting cast. I want to do a quick corner on our teams.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about the Dodgers? Give us a little summary of this week in the Dodgers. How are the Dodgers?
They suck. Period. That's it. No, I'm just. Yeah, well, they do. They've lost 3 out of the last 7. It wasn't 10 games. 3 out of the last 7. Nice victory yesterday. Go ahead, 3-run home run by Gavin Lux. We're finally seeing something out of that guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's still suspect to me personally. I still think they need a second baseman that gets there. They still need some bullpen help. They're still hurting by injuries. They still need to get healthy to see where we're gonna go. I think by the trading deadline we should probably get another reliever. People know who I mean we should replace. I don't think it's gonna happen, but they need to go get another reliever to get down the stretch. If Milwaukee's out, I would want to go get like maybe Josh Hader. I think one of those guys would be. I think he'll help out really well in the bullpen.
So you guys are ridiculous. You guys are playing like MLB The Show here. This is crazy. I'll go get Josh Hader. Okay.
No, he's not getting paid that much.
No, but I'm saying like you're just stacking up the deck.
We gotta stack up,
which is what you have to do. Yeah. No hate.
You got all these farm system players.
Yeah.
This is a Gavin Lux for Hader. I would sign it any time of the day if I was the owner. There's from what I looked yesterday, they look like they're starting to get a groove. I'm still a little suspect on it. I was watching a couple of things and speaking to a couple of people, and it looks like they know where the problem's at, and they're just trying to deal with it within the clubhouse. They're working on things there. They're having team dinners. So they're having team dinners there, and that's always a good sign.
Yeah,
and that's always a good sign. And when the prime players are at the team dinners, that works. Cody Bellinger's on his way back. He's in Arizona right now working out. But I think that they're back a few games, but I don't think it's going to be the end result. I think San Francisco's just going to tank after. Well, not tank, but go back to reality pretty soon.
Yeah.
Just like we thought with Kansas City. Kansas City's going back to reality. Chicago's taking over there. Yeah, and there's not too much out there. Just win. That's all it is. Just win them games. Yeah, they struggle against the Angels. Yeah, that one always hurts because I have a lot of Angel friends. Suppose Angel fan. I have a couple like they're legit. There's a few of them that are just I'm an Angel fan.
They hate the Dodgers more than they like the Angels.
Yeah, pretty much.
In terms of the Red Sox, I gotta say this: you were right on Bobby Dahlbeck. My guy can play. He has some legitimate power. He had been struggling as of late, but there's flashes in there. There's flashes of a good baseball player there. So I'm really excited for his development. The Red Sox have been such a pleasant surprise. Obviously, I joke a lot about the being first place. They're 22-15, tied for the best baseball, the best record in baseball, and all
Yeah.
of that is fun. But the biggest thing for me with this team is the chemistry, and it's great to see that these guys like playing together. Veritek, who's one of the coaches, who I think he's going to be a good coach whenever he gets a shot, because he just
Catchers always great coaches.
yeah. So I think he's going to be great whenever it's time. I'm hoping that whenever we let go of Cora, we bring in Veritek, because I think he's going
Shut
to be
up.
really good.
You love Cora. You love
Yeah, I
Cora
love Cora. No, I'm not saying
to your
next year.
grave.
Yeah, Cora's my guy. Cora and Tito Francona are my guys.
Tito. Yeah.
But he's been working a lot with Hunter Renfro as well, who's been another bright spot for the Red Sox. Xander Bogaerts is playing. He is having the best offensive season for our shortstops. I'm not saying
Mhm.
he's the best shortstop, but he's having the best. He's the best bat at shortstop right now.
Yeah.
So they're 5-5. They're playing whatever. It's that they're average right now at best. Um, we they do need to go get an arm, a starting pitcher, or with the way baseball's played now, I guess a few long relievers, since
Yeah,
starting
right.
pitchers go like 4 innings now. But all is good. I mean, everything is fine. I think it's just going back to the consistency more than anything else is the key. Um, they lost a stupid game to the Tigers last week, which really pissed me off because there was no need
Right after we got off the air, right?
to lose that. Yeah, it was so dumb. It was a extra innings game. It's just so dumb, and they almost came back too.
I told you extra innings is stupid. I
It
already
was so
told you that.
dumb. It was the guy got awarded with the 3-run shot. A few years ago, it would have been a 2-run shot. The Red Sox scored 2 runs in the bottom half of that inning, and it would have been 5-5. But anyway, but overall, I feel good. I like that these guys like each other. I like that they do the little cart thing whenever one of them hits a home run. That's always a good sign for a baseball team. Kike's hurt, your boy. He's hurt, so I mean he's rehabbing. Hopefully he comes back soon. Because he adds the
glue.
yes, and he's just a great teammate for that. He reminds you a lot of just personality wise. He's like a mix of Pedro and Kevin Millar.
Yeah, I like Millar.
Yeah, he just can talk to all the players. You know, he's Cuban, no, Puerto Rican, right? He's Puerto Rican, so he can talk to the Latin players, but he's also has English, so he can talk to everybody. So that's really good. But let's do MLB.TV. I have it, you have it. Shout out to T-Mobile for that.
Yeah.
It's the reason why I won't move, because MLB TV is on
They
T-Mobile.
got you there. They got you there.
And but you got some problems with it. What's your problem with MLB.TV?
Oh,
With
blackouts,
MLB
dude.
Yeah.
Blackouts. I was in Vegas. I was trying to watch opening day. I had to end up going to a bar or somewhere else to watch the game because I couldn't watch it. I'm in Vegas. I'm like, what is it, 300-400 miles out? And the game was blacked out.
For
There's
the
nowhere near the
Dodgers?
Dodgers. Yeah. Yeah.
Trip out.
Yep.
The Cardinals make sense. No, not the Cardinals. The Diamondbacks make sense that they would be blocked out. But the Dodgers.
Nope. The Dodgers are blacked out in Vegas. In the part of Vegas I was in.
Yeah.
Which is Henderson. It's ridiculous. So my thing is like, you're talking about growing the game. You're talking about doing all kinds of things for the game so people can see it, the exposure of it. What's easier to exposure? This is great that their T-Mobile is doing this, that they're partnering up with T-Mobile and they're giving it to every T-Mobile member. But what happened? For what? I can't watch my Dodgers here. What if I'm on the road? What happens if I'm on the road? I know there's people doing some fishy stuff with it, like trying to.
You get a VPN.
Yeah. Beyond that, I'm talking about fishy stuff like not getting cable. They want you to early on. They wanted you to get
Oh,
cable. They want you to game, just things like that. But it's like the Dodgers. How much money you're spending to go to the stadium? There's times that you can't go. There's especially in the times we're in now, we can't afford it. We can't afford those games. We can't afford going to those games, spending what $60, $70. Family of four maybe spends maybe $120 on food and concessions and all kinds of things. Uh, how are you trying to put the game out there if you're have these type of restrictions? I get it why they're trying to do it, but it's not a problem here in LA. People go to games. People go to the Dodger games. People reluctantly go to the Angel games, but they go to the games. You have to give them free tickets, but they'll go to the games. And I think that was the main thing that they were trying to just like blackouts are meant for people going to the stadium and going to watch the games. But when you're spending all that money at the stadium, you can't afford it. Number one. And me personally, in my case, is like when I'm not home, I can't watch it. Hey, do you have DirecTV? No. Hey, do you have Spectrum? No. So where does that go? So I'm on the road. That's how they market it. You're on the road. You're anywhere in the world, like whatever, anywhere, and you can watch the games. I mean, I can't watch the game. Mm. And what pissed me off the most is like going in Nevada, out of state. I can't watch the game.
Yeah, that one is weird.
That one was weird.
If you go to San Francisco, or even if you go to San Diego, you'd be able to watch the Dodger game. Yeah, because San Diego's would be the local market, the local team there. Really?
Unfortunately, I don't think so.
Oh wow!
I'll try it today, but I don't think. Let me see if anybody's playing from here right now, and we'll try. We'll put it on the test live on.
No, because I know you can't watch the Angels and Dodgers.
No, I don't think you. Oh, right here we got the Padres on right now.
You could watch the Padres.
I'm gonna try it right now.
I've watched the Padres.
Oh, it could be. Yeah, I guess we can. Which is weird. It trips me out. I don't know. It just trips me out. Well, you had to go through a VPN, which that's how I did it. I got a VPN and we went through all that stuff. But why? Why having to go the extra? I just don't understand this whole blackout thing. I don't understand.
I think it's a lot of it is for the local TV. So, it is what it is. I don't have any problems with it because my Red Sox are there and it's fine. It's okay.
Yeah, you're in the freaking other coast.
But yeah, I think that is, especially if you have that service. I understand when it's blacked out like on ESPN, so you have to watch it on the Spectrum thing. That makes sense. But it doesn't make sense if you're gonna get. It's why I've always been very reluctant to get like an NBA League Pass. Because it's like, well, when I didn't have Spectrum or I didn't have cable, the only reason why I want to get NBA League Pass is to watch the Lakers. And if you're telling me I can't watch the Lakers, then I don't really want NBA League Pass. And so it's one of those things that, I think for this type of service, the MLB TV, they have to figure something out with these blackouts, because it doesn't make sense to promote this product and then not be able to watch the team you want to watch.
I was reading somebody, I forget what it was. I think it was someone in the East Coast with the Red Sox. They were complaining. I think it was, they were in, what was it? Philly, I think it was, and they couldn't watch Red Sox game. It was somewhere close. It was somewhere
weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like some weird stuff. I was like, dude, like, or like, I think I read one in North Carolina. They couldn't watch any Braves games. First of all, North Carolina doesn't have a team.
Yeah.
So why is it blacked out?
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I'm like thinking in my head, like, you're trying to promote the game. You're trying to have people watch it. That people that want to watch it, you're like, no, you can't watch it, by the way. You have to go through this way. Even with that, like, hey, I understand. Like you were saying, if it's an ESPN game, okay, cool. I understand it. Blackout. All you do is get the ESPN app, turn it on, and there you go. You got the game. Yeah, if you don't have cable, then sorry about that. But like if it's like a normal day, a normal Tuesday, what if you're in the backyard, like you have no box, you want to watch the game, you can't because you're not, you know, I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah,
It's ridiculous.
yeah. It's weird. It doesn't make sense. But we'll see. MLB, please do something about this
You
because
gotta fix it.
yeah,
You gotta fix it
we gotta fix.
because you're gonna lose a lot of people.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose all the people from Oakland going to Vegas.
Exactly. So speaking of
Go.
the A's, what a transition. Speaking of the A's were told by baseball that they need to start looking for a new home. If Oakland's not willing to give them a stadium, they gotta find themselves a new home. Um, Obviously, the hot ticket now is Vegas. Vegas has become what the NFL used to use LA to threaten every team to
Hmm.
give them a new, and every city to give a new city.
Yeah.
Vegas has become that for everybody. Give us a new stadium. If not, we're gonna move to Vegas. Is the talk
You,
now?
you know, I was thinking about it. I was too. Why didn't I say Montreal? Bring back the Montreal Expos hashtag. No,
That's a tough sell. Vegas is far more attractive than
I'm not
Montreal.
gonna root for the team, so I care less about them.
So the A's have started looking. How do you feel about this? Is this good? What side are you on? Are you on the A side? Are you on the side of the city of Oakland?
Well, Oakland's a dump. First of all, let's just put it out there. It's a dump. Yeah, I'm on the side of what's best for baseball, and right now, what's best for baseball is finding a new home. Oakland's never gonna help you out. Oakland hasn't helped out. They're on record. They don't want to help out anybody. From what I was reading, it's something to do with funds, like public funds.
Mm-hmm.
Like California, I think is the only state that doesn't use public funds for anything. Yeah, everything has to be privately done. And I started doing research. I was like, okay, how was Dodger Stadium built? It was private. It wasn't public. Any public funds were given for any of those stadiums. I would love to see him in Montreal. Vegas, I don't envision a team in Vegas. I don't know why. I just don't see one. I don't see one there. Like it's like me. I guess me going to Vegas so many times. It's like the fans don't even care. People don't care. Most of the people that live in Vegas, they only care. They only care. They already have a team, first of all, and they're worried about more of their livelihood than anything going on around them. Like, and it's a small. If you think about Vegas, Vegas is more people are coming out from other countries, from other states, from other coming to visit Vegas, and they come do their business and they leave. I don't.
Yeah.
I've yet to hear somebody go, "Hey, I'm gonna go to Vegas to watch a baseball game." So,
Well, they
I
also
don't
don't
know.
have a baseball team, so it might change.
They have a minor league team. They have
Yeah,
the Aviators.
but it might change if they have a professional baseball team. I'm on the side of the city here
Why? Why is that?
because we shouldn't use taxpayer money to fund $1 billion stadiums for billionaires. Billionaires don't need handouts. If the
So
Oakland A's, if the owner of the Oakland A's wants to build a stadium, use your money to build the stadium.
yeah,
The same thing with the Raiders.
yeah,
You want a stadium, build a stadium. Why do we have to give you taxpayer money to you? You're a billionaire. You don't need a handout.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why do we need to? You have all the money, and it's not like these owners are going to give any of it back to the taxpayers. Not like they're paying it. They're going to give some crazy donation to the people. Everything they do is they write it off in taxes. All the things they do for the community, everything is they write it off. Why do we have to help out these billionaires? I'm on the side of the city. Hey, leave. You don't want to build a stadium? Buy.
Because you live in a capitalist society.
Yeah.
A capitalist country.
So I'm on the side. I'm on that side. You want to build a stadium? Look at the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors built the stadium in San Francisco. They didn't have to leave. Why do we have to help you? The 49ers built a stadium in
But didn't they go
Santa
across
Clara.
the pond?
Who? Yeah, but it's still in the Bay Area.
No, Oakland's a dump. San Francisco's not a dump.
No, but it's in the Bay Area. I'm saying it's in that area. So
you're saying, but we can't have another team in San Francisco.
No, but if you can stay, you can stay. It's not like you have to go. You just have to be willing to pay it yourself. Because when
you're buying players for peanuts, they're not gonna build a stadium.
Well, I mean, you see, because that's the other thing. They're not going to be able to get away. If you go to Vegas, you cannot pay players peanuts and go and be in Vegas. You cannot say I don't have money and be in Vegas. You cannot do that.
Yeah.
So unless the A's are going to get sold, unless the owner of the A's is going to all of a sudden start spending money, which I don't foresee that happening. I don't know what he's going to do. But I'm on the side of Oakland. Good job for you, Oakland.
You're always on the side of Oakland.
No, but
you're always on the side of them. Yeah, look, I get it.
But even here in LA,
mm-hmm.
we gave the Rams and the Chargers zero money.
Yeah.
Stan Kroenke wanted to bring the Rams here.
Stan Kroenke, dude.
But that's my point. Why do we have to give out handouts to these billionaires? You want to come to the city. The biggest winners that the Rams are in LA is not LA, is the Rams. LA could care less about the Rams. The biggest winners are they're them. So that's to me, that's why whenever this conversation of stadiums comes up, you are a billionaire. You're a billionaire. Why do you need taxpayer money? The fact that you were able to own a baseball team tells us that you are doing very well in life, because that is not your first source of income. People don't buy sports teams to make money. You buy sports teams because you want to show off to your other rich friends.
Unless you're Frank McCourt.
Right. Frank McCourt is probably the smartest dude out of all of them. He conned everybody. And it was crazy. People. He was super close to getting the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And he's conning somebody in Europe right now.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's crazy.
The Olympians, I think it is.
He owns some French team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look it up. But yeah, I just think it's crazy that they want this handout from the city of Oakland, especially everything that's going on, the pandemic that everybody experienced. And so,
but where do you see it going, though?
I think they leave.
But where?
Let me see. So, okay. So
Vancouver.
What would it be? See, I don't know if they go north of the border. The Blue Jays can't even play in Canada right now. They're not going.
Yeah, but that's right now. But
they're not going over there. So
Vegas,
viable candidates would be Vegas,
Nashville,
Virginia. I've heard Virginia being tossed around. Maybe you want to do Oklahoma City. I don't know. Maybe.
Hey, that might work.
You'll be able to pay players peanuts if you're in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
That's
another small city, though. I don't know if it would do any well for baseball.
They can support a basketball team.
Yeah, but barely.
I think that the most viable city was Vegas.
Yeah.
Portland? You want to go to Portland? Be close to Seattle?
Las Vegas.
Yeah, I think
Have you seen the Vegas with the A's?
yeah.
I don't think they'll be called. I don't think they'll be called the A's, but
the Las Vegas Ace. The Ace. Maybe it'll be Ace, like the card.
they could be.
Ace. Yeah. Yeah. It's sad because Oakland A's have been such a big part of the history. Um, that if they were to move or when they move, it would be definitely a blow to.
Santa Clara A's.
But the 49ers are going to share a stadium.
I'm trying to think.
The issue here
I
is
want to
they
see them in
don't-
Montreal.
and they take on the name Expos, the Montreal
Yes,
Expos.
sir.
But we get rid of the A's.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't
It's
feel
sad,
great. I
but
don't feel great about that.
well, they got rid of the Expos. The Expos have so much history.
Yeah,
They went to the Nationals,
that's true.
so
We'll see. We'll continue to monitor this situation. You have a. We're gonna do this like history thing. So we're gonna. This week is you. Next week is me.
oh,
Right.
dang, you got me off guard. I'm just kidding.
So what's your the history? What's happened what's something that happened from the week of May 10th to the 16th that has
There's a few things, but this week I actually picked something that happened today.
okay.
May 12th. I think
Mhm.
it is.
Yeah.
May 12th? We're May 12th?
Yes. Yeah, it's May 12th. Yeah.
May 12th. Giancarlo Stanton hits it out of the Dodger Stadium. Only the fourth player to hit it out.
That's a nice one.
So Mark McGwire, which I was there
last
for that
week
one.
was raking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark McGwire, you were there for that one?
I was there for the McGwire one.
Nice.
Mike Piazza's second.
You were there
Willie
for that
Stargell.
too?
No.
Oh.
I'm too young for that. Mike Piazza and Willie Stargell. And there's one that it's crazy. You'll never hear about it. Sammy Sosa hit it out of there too. But you'll never hear about it because it wasn't a game. It was during BP. That was there for that game.
It was during what?
BP. Batting practice.
Oh yeah?
Sammy Sosa hit over the center field wall.
Wow.
I was there for that.
Those are always fun when it's done in stadiums like Dodger Stadiums.
Yeah.
Because I always need to hit it out of the ballpark at Wrigley or Fenway. It's like, okay.
It was I still remember it too. It was Mark Pryor, which is the Dodgers' current pitching coach, against Kevin Brown.
Mm.
It was a Sunday. We went there early and just it was Saturday. Sorry, Saturday. We went there early and just got some. It's like, dang, you hit it out.
That's crazy. Yeah, so
that's
your history this week in baseball. We'll end the pod with the weekend series. Which one are you looking forward to?
The Padres and the Cardinals.
Yeah, that one's gonna be fun.
Feature that one.
Angels, Red Sox. Mike Trout comes to Boston. The Red Sox are playing okay. The Angels need to snap out of their slump if they're going to make you look good.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that one.
So who takes the series? I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll go first. Padres, Cardinals. I say Cardinals 2 out of 3.
I say Red Sox 2 of 3. We play really well against the Angels.
You think so?
Yeah.
I would say...
And I agree with you on yours.
I would say sweep.
Who sweeps who?
The Boston sweeps the Angels.
Oh, I hope so. I hope you're right.
No, I the way the Angels have been playing, unfortunately, and it's sad for me to say, but unfortunately, how they've been playing.
Look,
I'm a realist.
I tried to warn you. I told you.
Nah, man.
I picked them to win the division last week, and they hurt my feelings. So I told you, bro. But it is what it is.
I got 1 more week. Or 2 more weeks. Sorry, 2 more weeks.
Got 2 more weeks. Awesome. Okay. So
what are you doing this weekend?
What am I doing this weekend?
What did you do? Oh, how was your coffee trip?
Oh, it was good.
I saw it. I was like,
It was
I
good.
tasted it before. If you would have told me, I would have gave you the whole insight.
Went to La Quinta. We had Dutch Bros, so shout out to Dutch Bros.
Yeah, I would have told you if you would have told me, hey, bro, I'm going to Dutch Bros. I would have been like, I already had it before.
Okay.
I had it in Arizona.
It was
I
good.
like,
I liked it. The people there were friendly.
they're really friendly.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. The only thing I will complain about is they didn't have anything for me to buy in terms of merchandise. I wanted to buy a cup, and they're like, "Oh, you have to do it online." And I was like, "Ah, okay."
Yeah, everything's online.
So
They remind me like In and Out. They're all friend or
mm,
Chick-fil-A. They remind me like a Chick-fil-A In and Out.
yeah, for coffee, huh?
They're
Yeah,
like so friendly. They're like,
yeah, they were.
what did you have?
So I had their cold brew, and I had their
Okay.
Americano. It was really
Okay.
good. Yeah. And they gave me this free drink. I don't know what it was called, but it was delicious.
Did you tell them it was your first time?
It came out. I wasn't that guy who was like, "Oh, hey, first time here. What do you recommend?"
That's me.
I didn't say that, but it was. We were looking at the menu, and she's the girl helping us was able to see that you guys don't have any idea. And they're like, she's like, "Have you guys ever been here before?" We're like, "No, it's our first time." And she's like, "Oh, okay." Like, and she helped us out, so she was great.
Because I got the free coffee too. So
okay,
but I said it was my first time. Yeah. That's why it reminds me like Chick-fil-A and like In and Out there. It's it's a great service.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then your Canelo.
Really enjoyed it. Oh, and I saw. Well, I didn't do that last week, and I saw Canelo. But this week, I don't know. I don't think I have anything planned this week. I can't think of anything. I have church on Sunday. That's about it.
And if you're listening here, there's a Canelo recap. Canelo recap already on Spotify.
Yeah.
So you can check it out.
Yeah.
I'm not on it.
I didn't invite you because you'd be.
You know how I feel.
Hater.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm promoting it right now, so shut your mouth and let me promote your stuff.
Go for it.
So check it out on Spotify. It's out there. It's a recap of last week's fight with Canelo. We have German and I believe David.
Eddie.
Sorry, Eddie. I butchered your name.
Yes.
I have a nice little recap on the fight we saw. Yeah. You already know how I feel, but my opinion doesn't matter. I'm just a casual fan watching.
Exactly.
I didn't pay for the fight. I happened to watch it. I happened to watch over somebody's shoulder, and I was like, "Yeah, cool, he won, cool."
Yeah. And then the NBA season ends on Sunday. That's what I'll be doing. I'll be watching a lot of basketball. The NBA season ends.
Are you watching the ring ceremony today? Or not the ring ceremony, the banner ceremony?
Yeah.
I'll be at the game. Hopefully they have it.
So I'm hoping the Lakers make it a 6, so they don't have to play in that playing game. But it's not looking too great.
Oh my God.
It's not looking great.
It's so stressful.
But Anthony Davis is playing great, so that makes me happy because that means he's back.
LeBron is back today, I think, too.
Yeah, LeBron comes back today. So it's all going to be fine. But if they can avoid the playing game, it'd be great. So that's it.
And just for German's adventures, just check out his Instagram or check out our Instagram or our Instagram.
The Instagram, Brew Thoughts podcast, and then you can view all of that. You can view.
Were you drinking yesterday?
Me?
It looks so delicious.
That wasn't me.
That looks so delicious. Whatever it was, I just happened to push it down. I just happened to push it out. Like, no, that looks good.
Yeah, it looked really refreshing. But yeah. So that's the pod. Thank you guys for listening.
Yes, fun.
Brew Thoughts podcast. Rate, review, subscribe. You can find us anywhere. You can watch us on YouTube. You can watch Harry's team of the week. This week is the Mets, so shout out to them. And as he puts, I'm gonna start tracking next week. I'll tell you how those teams have done after you gave them a shout out. That'll be a little game we play throughout the season. So this week's the Mets, and we'll see how it goes. Who gets picked next week? But
the Yankees are on fire. So
yeah. So Harry, it's been a pleasure as always.
Yep.
Talk to you later. And everybody else, as always, drink better coffee.
Go Dodgers.